Hi, I'm Darion.
And this is Zachary.
We're Tech Care, or as the elders in our community call us, the Tech Care Boys.
At Tech Care, we provide engaging technology training, education, and support with a primary focus on our nation's most vulnerable.
We build our personalized education content. We present it in a fun, interactive environment. Our participants learn essential skills like city life skills, financial excellence, cybersecurity, and scam prevention.
In 2021, we started Tech Care to help elders one-on-one in their homes. Quickly, we realized the need to reach more people. In 2024, we quit our full-time jobs to pursue our creator-given dream, and now we are busy with one contract to visit 50 nations in Manitoba this next year.
We have been fortunate to receive startup funds from Futurepreneur in 2021 to build our website and services. Now we need your help to enter our growth period.
We want to create new videography for our landing page showcasing us helping youth and elders. We also aim to hire local Indigenous youth, providing them with the jobs and mentorship to do what we do.
Join us in empowering our community.
First question for me, I guess. What's going to be your primary measure of success? How do you determine when you've been successful in manifesting this business opportunity?
Fantastic question. It's not a money dollar value amount. It's a purpose amount that we put in, and we understand the need that we have, and we want to go Canada wide. So once we go Canada wide, Tech Care becomes a household name for training, inclusivity for Indigenous people and everyone on Turtle Island. We're going to be happy.
Thank you.
How does your approach to scaling your guys' business while maintaining the quality of your product and your service?
That's a great question. It is good people know good people, and it's going to be through mentorship, finding the right people to hire them, bring them on board. Because the one thing, any business can scale quick, but we want to be able to scale properly and appropriately while maintaining our brand values and our image of who we are. So it's finding the right people, getting them on board. We already have people that we're training, mentoring to do exactly what we do.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for your pitch today. You guys did amazing, and I look forward to seeing if you guys move on.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sansei, my name is James McInnes from the Métis Nation of Alberta. In-person networking can feel awkward and stressful. How many times have you forgotten somebody's name or felt overwhelmed trying to remember all of their details? Prompty embodies the Indigenous values of meaningful connection and sustainability, making in-person networking efficient, enjoyable, and secure. Let me show you how. First, when you tap my Prompty card or scan my QR code, we are immediately added to each other's pending connections. No apps or downloads are required. We can then make notes to better remember each other's names and details. Number two, connections on Prompty are grown solely through in-person interactions. This makes the platform uniquely secure and authentic. And lastly, Prompty generates revenue by providing name badges and digital services to events and communities. I founded Prompty in April 2023. Our first event was the Métis Youth Summit, and to date, we have attained over $110,000 in revenue. Winning 25K will allow us to attain critical security certifications to expand internationally. The Indigenous people are the original community builders. Create your free account at prompty.ca, and together we can share our heritage with the world. Thank you.
Fantastic pitch. That was awesome. For the first question, you mentioned international growth. So after this, what do your global plans look like for scaling?
Great question, Sydney. So we're still technically in a pre-revenue stage. So with technology companies, as you know, we do a lot of research development, product market fit, and all of that. And so we are right now originally rolled out the user experience. Now we're building the coordinator and event experience. And then from there, once we've really pioneered ourselves within Alberta, which is where I'm from, expand a bit through Canada and the US. We have a lot of interest there. Internationally, we'll be able to accept European users and American users from California, where there's more stringent security certification. So with the money, we're going to be able to get our GDPR certification, as well as engage in independent security audit. So we'll be able to get more high-level clients and really protect the information. And so that's how we intend to expand internationally.
Perfect. And then for your second question, I'm curious what your competition looks like and how you're going to stand out from them.
Yes, thank you for that question. So first, I'll say that Prompty is complementary to existing event management platforms and existing social media platforms. As you saw in my card, I linked other social media platforms. So we're not replacing those. We're disrupting these industries, but you do that incrementally. First, you work alongside them, and then you offer an alternative that can then grow. So right now, digital business cards are our primary competitor, and digital business cards exist in OVU, Popl, etc. But they all only offer a one-way connection, meaning that if you were to tap my card and this is your phone, you have my information. But to get yours, you would have to hand me a paper business card or fill out a digital form. But now with Prompty, we're the first to offer an instant two-way connection. It was expensive to build out this platform to offer this, and that's why it's unique to us. The other competitive aspect you could say is the event management industry, where we aren't exactly replacing them. We're kind of complementary, but how we differentiate ourselves there is we exist outside of the event ecosystem. So event apps, if you attend an event, they're built for the coordinator. The user experience isn't really great, and you're not viewing the app after the event concludes. With Prompty, it's useful regardless of what events you attend. You go and you can use it out in public. Your name tag from my first event, the Made to Use Summit, I took it out, put it in my wallet. I'm going and meeting people in the streets and stuff. So it's fantastic that we're usable outside of the event space. That's how we differentiate ourselves from our competitors. And the core differentiator is trust. We built the platform on trust so that it's secure, and that differentiates us from social media platforms, which have lost a lot of trust.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, James. That was a great presentation. And I
Thank
really
you
like
so
your
much.
website, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, I'm the inventor of the Rear View Alert camera-based anti-theft car alarm system that provides live video feed. These days, many car owners are finding their car alarms ineffective. They're triggered by loud noises, vibrations, and extreme weather. Theft attempts go ignored. They even go unnoticed when parked far away. And the only thing that they seem to prevent is sleep. My product is compatible with smartphones that provide the car owner with live video feed, even if they're parked far away. It has glass breakage and weight distribution sensors, can be installed on any motor vehicle, new or old, saves time and money, may reduce your insurance premiums, no false car alarms, and it cannot be bypassed or defeated. Winning 25K with patent manufacturer and help me bring my product to market through for sale by inventor. They've helped me get research and development, had my product approved by a professional engineer and a patent attorney. So after purchasing a patent from this company, I'm licensing it out to major retailers and car manufacturers. Thank you.
That was a fantastic presentation, Evan. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. I'd love to, I mean, you covered a lot through your presentation in terms of how you'd like to distribute. Where would you like to see your business in the next 5 years? Like, where would you like to see yourself grow?
I would like to see, like, if I went to go buy a car, I would like to purchase my product with the car.
So embedded at every auto retailer. That's sort of
Yes.
the aspiration. Okay, no, that's great.
Mm.
Hi, Devon. Really enjoyed that. Thank you. You mentioned insurance companies. That intrigued me. What research have you done to indicate that you could positively impact premiums by lowering them, perhaps, if your product were be recognized as such by the insurance companies for individual drivers?
Well, according to my research report, they said that that's one of the benefits, that it'll be easier on insurance premiums compared to today's automotive security. Yeah, because automotive security today, they are rough on insurance, right? And my product, it'll save you tons of money.
Great. Thank you so much.
Hello, Dosha. How? My name is JT SEABOY. I am an enrolled member of the MHA Nation in Newtown, North Dakota, the Port Berthold Reservation. I am Hidatsa, Mandan, and Rickarau on my mom's side, and Sisseton, Wahpeton on my dad's side. I am the founder, president of the Culture Stream LLC. What Culture Stream LLC is, it's a company dedicated to helping our Indigenous people with their preserving music, the culture, language, and anything that we can help to bring to the world and for our future generations. So Culture Stream, we are planning on having an app that will act as a Spotify and Apple Music for our Indigenous artists and drum groups. And we plan to bring on more features such as podcast, radio, housing every tribal radio station from Canada and US into the app, and video acting as like a YouTube and Amazon Prime type video, bringing us streams and also movies and stuff produced by our own creative individuals within our Indigenous community. But with this opportunity for from the Power Pitch here, the funding would be used to further developing the app, the Culture Stream app that we have. It is available on the iOS and Android store, but it is not functional at the moment. But we have it and we are working on it. And we want to continue development, like I said, and use it to reach out further to expand to all Indigenous people around the world and bring in different tribes that we necessarily don't hear about and cultures, hence the name Culture Stream. But with that, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, and I hope everything goes well for everybody. Thank you.
Great pitch, JT. So first question for you, what role does innovation play in your company's growth strategy?
Well, I know that we are competing with, well, it's not necessarily competing, but with Apple and Spotify, they really don't do much for Indigenous artists and things like that. I'm sorry, I just had to block the call there for a second. I'm sorry. With Indigenous artists and with Apple Music and Spotify, there are a ton of individuals that are on their platform, but they really don't have the exposure such as others do. So like the innovative process would be to give our people a spotlight of their own, so they're not competing with mainstream artists, and it's a direct connection as a resource rather than having a third party speak on behalf of our Indigenous people. We can do it for ourselves. Yes, I believe.
Great response. For the last question, I was wondering, what is your go-to-market strategy look like? How are you getting users to use your app, or how would you get users to use it?
Well, we have right now we are doing live stream for powwows, and it's kind of something that just popped up. And I also have my own podcast, Culture Stream podcast. It's available on Spotify and Apple Podcast. And we are reaching out to I grew up singing powwow my whole life, and like powwows and ceremonies, just utilizing the gift that I have of singing, and being blessed to be able to sing and live in these Indian ways. That's something that I'm very proud of. And reaching out through our podcast to bring in others to go to the app. And when we first developed the app, I believe it was last February. Within 6 months, we were already up to like 500 downloads, and there were people that are just very supportive. And there's a need for something like this for our drum groups and Indigenous artists. Whereas, people, I'll put it like this: if a native hip hop artist has 20 albums on Apple and Spotify, but they don't have a bigger fan base. It's not you, it's the app that's not working for you. So you have to, nobody's generating a place for you to grow. And that's what Culture Stream is giving you a place where you can grow, where you can build an audience, where you can reach out worldwide, because it's that time that we do that. And marketing wise is using the app, using our live streaming. And then we also have a subscription based model and different tiers, so and things like that. And yeah, just whatever it takes to campaign out and just get the word out, I guess.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you answering our questions and giving your pitch.
Thank you.
My name is Zachary McCue, founder and CEO of Repower. At Repower, we power ships, trains, and trucks by the sun. 90% of all manufactured goods travel by container, and a single container ship burns roughly 250,000 liters of fuel per day. There are 5,500 container ships in the world today, leading to a significant portion of global greenhouse gas emissions. Our Repower modules create mobile solar farms on the tops of container ships, trains, and trucks to reduce their dependency on fossil fuels, and also create islanded microgrids within port and trucking depots for EV charging and electrification. We are currently deploying units in California with clients located within the ports themselves, with larger scale deployments scheduled for 2025. If we won, the money would be used to help complete specific product certification for on-ship deployments, type approval. Repower is a 100% Indigenous owned company located on reserve with 100% Indigenous employment. Our growth plan sees us partnering with tribal and Indigenous communities globally to manage maintenance facilities in their respective jurisdictions, creating a truly global Indigenous economy, all while reducing greenhouse gas emissions by millions of tons per year. Thank you so much.
Great pitch, Zachary. Thank you for that. I'm just curious if you can give me a little bit of background on how you came up with this idea, or what kind of sparked your curiosity to do something like this.
I can tell you the exact moment. I was driving back home from Collingwood after a ski trip with my family, and I saw a train driving down the tracks with, hundreds of containers in a row, and thought, there is a lot of free real estate on the top of these containers. Trains already use electrical energy for their movement, so it would be easy to directly connect within that piece. So that was kind of my original idea. Is there's a huge amount of real estate up there, the integration would be easier. Why aren't we putting solar panels on top to help reduce the fuel needs of those vehicles?
That was a very impressive pitch, Zachary. Thank you for sharing it with us. I would just love to understand, I mean, obviously you're scaling, and it sounds like even the pilot you're doing in California and your global aspirations. What does your team look like today at Repower?
Yeah, we've got a team of 5 right now. A lot of those are contract workers. So as we're in our scale up phase, we don't really need to have a full-time welder on staff. We don't really need to have a full-time person doing our shipping and logistics. So they're all contracted. We've got 2.5 really full-time equivalencies right now. One's a certified electrician and has been working in the energy space for 35 years now. My background, I come from a renewable energy background as well, doing all the way back to 2009 within the FIT programs here in Ontario, all the way from installing solar panels in the field to managing and negotiating term sheets and deal sheets with multinational companies for development.
That's great. Thank you.